Hey everyone, this is Kiki from Metal and High Heels. I'm here with Lindsay Schoolcraft at Metal Female Voices Fest. How are you doing today?
I'm really good, thanks. How about yourself?
Good, good. Good to see you. It's been so long. It's been, two
Years.
years?
Yes, a long time.
Yeah. What are you up to nowadays?
Well, when I'm not hiding in my bedroom, from the sunlight, I'm full time to Cradle of Filth. I've also been working on a lot of my own solo music. I've been involved with a super group that's super top secret, but it will be revealed middle of next year. And I've been doing a lot of guest session work, I guess, guest appearances. I'm doing lots of singing, guest singing here at MFVF this weekend, but playing harp for Terrence Zudnick's American Murder song. And there's more really exciting things coming up before Christmas. So just kind of lending out harp skills and singing skills where they're wanted.
Cool. Sounds like very exciting. Your life is so exciting.
Well, it's people think it's exciting, but it's more just me just bashing my head against the wall and time management, not really sleeping. But hey, you know what? I'm grateful. I am truly.
I can imagine. Where are you involved in the songwriting of Cradle of Filth now?
Well, I've donated a few keyboard parts. Still playing a little bit of harp, we're currently working on the female vocals, so I'm still contributing a bit to that.
Cool. Any lyrics as well?
No, that's completely Danny. Everyone always asks me, "Oh, do you do anything for lyrics?" I mean, sometimes I'll review the lyrics for him and give him feedback, but lyrics for Cradle of Filth are totally Danny. That's his thing. I'd never want to try to take that away from him. Yeah, he wouldn't let me. He'd fire me if that was the case. So
We don't want that.
no.
And how about your arts and crafts? Do you still get some time to do your headdresses and stuff?
Actually, no, it's been so busy. I haven't been doing any of my own headdresses. I gave it up completely to Hysteria Machine, which is Kara. She does all of my headdresses now because her and I have the exact same vision, the exact same style. So I really haven't been doing any side artsy things, which is kind of soul depleting, but not really because I have so much going on musically. I'm happy about that. And it's nice to have people now who design my headdresses and provide my makeup and make my dresses. It's just so nice. I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore, which is great.
Yeah,
really
delegate,
cool.
you know?
Yeah, thank God. I have a good team around me at this point, which is exciting.
It is. You just mentioned the track you recorded for American Murder song, and it's you narrating a story in a southern accent. I was very impressed by that. Where did you learn the accent, and what's the story about?
This is actually hilarious. I have a manager. Her name's Nadine Grimes, and she's at Naps Entertainment. And she has a bit of a southern drawl in her accent. Don't ask me where it came from because she's from southern Oshawa, but the way she goes on sometimes, she kind of gave me that feel. Plus, actually, believe it or not, Rocky Gray, who used to be the drummer of Evanescence, he kind of helped me out with that. Just getting that Jarl in there. And it was, Terrence Zadunich came to me, and he's like, "Can you do any voice acting?" And I'm like, "Well, I can try." And they were really happy with it. So I played a character named June in the song who kills her brother for the land, but the winter destroyed the land, so it was redundant. It was very, 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 very dark stuff. But I was just happy to, collaborate with one of my movie idols. So,
How did that collaboration come about?
well, it was strange because he contacted me, and I thought it was junk mail because he sent it on April 1st, and I thought it was an April Fool's joke. And I replied and I said, "Listen, if this is an April Fool's joke, like, well played, that's my movie idol," but it actually was him. And we kept in touch, and then finally he found a place for me in American Murder Song, and I also contributed the harp to the intro to their track, which is live. They're on tour right now in North America, so there's me playing harp every night on the screen with a track playing. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And as you just mentioned, also you just sang a couple of songs with the Metal Female Voices Unplugged.
Yes.
And how important is it for you to be active with the rest of the women in metal?
I think it's really, really, really important that us women stick together. It is, and I don't want to throw genders around, but there's a lot of men in the industry, and as much as I want to say it's 2016 and misogyny and sexism doesn't exist, unfortunately it still does. And we need to bond together and support each other and be a community, which we are here at MFVF. And what's really fantastic is even in black metal, there's not a lot of women. And recently, Emily of Merker, we found each other and got in touch, and she's her and I have been like sisters, and we support each other, and just tell each other the silliest things and bounce ideas off of each other. And even though she's not here with MFVF, and she's not symphonic metal or fall into the kind of category of what's popular with female woman voices in metal, I think what she's doing is fantastic. It's unique and different. It's nice to have that sisterhood, and I find no matter where I go in the world, if I meet a woman in metal, it's instant, like it's an instant connection. Like it's good to have another woman around doing the same thing as you. So I think that's really important. I felt like tonight I kind of passed the torch on to Andrea Casanova from Rainover, because we did an amphetamine together, and I did I did my Immortal here 4 years ago, which was cool to revisit it tonight with Satsuki. But I felt like I was kind of passing the torch on to her, because it's like, you know what, now it's your time. Because of MFVF, I found Cradle of Filth, and I just want these women to grow and do fantastic things. I want them all to have a career like I do, so.
Yeah, oh, that's so nice of you. That was one of my questions, actually. We've been asking around, what about the whole controversy of the female-fronted metal as a genre? The term is so problematic sometimes. What do you think?
I don't think it belongs. I think Floor Jensen stomped it out a while ago, mentioning like Arch Enemy and Nightwish are two completely different genres. We don't need to put that on. But I think the reason it happens is because a woman in music, and in harsher music, rock music, alternative, heavy metal, death metal, black metal, whatever, is rare. And when you have a woman doing it, there's kind of this, it's a liberation for other women who want to do it, but it's an appreciation from the men, and that's where it kind of becomes controversial. Like, we want to be treated the same as everyone else, but we're not, because we're such a rare oddity that shows up in the genre. So, I don't think we need the label anymore. I don't even use the label anymore. When people ask me, oh, why do you prefer? I mean, to be fair, since I turned 30, all I've listened to is black and doom metal, so I don't know what happened there. It was the turn of the times. But, before, when my focus was mainly on symphonic metal, I said, oh, I just listen to a lot of melodic symphonic metal. I prefer the stuff with female voices. And that's how I say it. And yes, it's a mouthful, and I'm explaining myself, but I don't, I feel bad because I did hashtag tonight on Instagram, oh, female-fronted metal, but it's not a genre. I think it's a fan-made label, kind of like Gent was a fan-made label with Meshuggah in Prague. So, I leave it to it. It is what it is. If that's how we identify, that's fine, but it's not necessary.
Good. That's a good statement. I like it. I recently watched an interview you did for PETA. Was it only for Germany? I watched it on the German video.
It was only for Germany. I'm hoping next year I can do more interviews in other places in the world for PETA.
Yeah, you were talking about living vegan. Do you consider yourself an activist in that sense?
Oh, absolutely. I won't indulge in anything, wearing anything from fur, feathers, silk, leather, wool, nothing like that. It's really difficult for me because I'm so busy with music, and it takes up so much of my time, and I'd love to be at the sanctuaries taking care of the animals we've rescued. I'd love to be at the protests. I have friends who do that full time, and I have so much respect for them. Not all heroes wear capes, and what they do and being a voice, I have so much respect for that, but unfortunately I just don't have the time. But I think the most simplest form of being an animal rights activist is just being vegan. You're not partaking in anything that goes towards cruelty. You're not giving your money to it, which I think, my money, being a musician in 2016, you don't make a ton, but you make enough, and that money is so important. Why would you put it towards something you don't believe in? And I've never believed in that since I was a little girl. So I would consider myself a huge animal rights activist. I'm very, very careful about anything I consume or what I put on my body, and just educating others. And I'm the cool vegan. Like, I can have a conversation with a carnist, I can have a conversation with a hunter, and at the end of the day, it's your personal choice, but me, it's not my decision. So I wouldn't, I don't partake in it, but to each their own, I guess. I'm a live and let live kind of person.
Yeah, but I think that's also the right way, respecting others, but still spreading the message.
That's what I try to do. I try to, I know there's a lot of people out there who love animals, and they're humming and hawing, and they're on the fence, and they're not sure, do I want to go vegan? Do I want to go vegetarian? And I just want to be that cool vegan who's like, if you need help, if you need inspiration, look, I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm healthy. I'm happy. My closet and wardrobe's fantastic. You can do it. You can do it. You just have to be smart about it. And I'd say the first 2 years were the biggest learning curve for me. Now I'm kind of bored. I'm like, I need more challenges.
Yeah. What about palm oil, though?
Palm oil, I do my best to avoid it. That's one thing I avoid. I've seen what it does to the forests and the destruction in the orangutans. It's heartbreaking.
Exactly.
So no, I'll even be like, even if it says it's vegan and it's a granola bar, but I'll see palm oil, I won't even touch it. I'll be like, oh my gosh, no, like I'm eating dead orangutans. That's horrible. Like, in a sense.
Everybody listen.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Yeah.
Very scary.
It is, and I always have a hard time with that because I'm very careful with cosmetics, and they are mostly vegan, although I'm not. But
that's a start, though. Being cruelty-free is a start. I really applaud that.
Yeah, but since palm oil is actually only a vegetable product, so to speak, it doesn't qualify. It does qualify as vegan, although the orangutans are suffering from that so very much.
It's true, and another thing about palm oil that people don't know is it actually doesn't break down well in our bodies. It actually does more toxic damage to our bodies, so that's, if you're really health conscious, I don't recommend palm oil either.
Not at all. And talking about cosmetics, you've made your dip dye, your green dip dye,
Yes.
kind of your signature look. How do you keep it fresh and bright, and how do you take care of your
it's a long
hair?
process. Well, I do the bleach job, and it changes every time, but my hairstylist makes sure that the bleach is from a vegan company. Usually we go with Ion, they're a big one in Canada. And then for a month after, I won't even put the green on it. I'll put argan oil on it and just make another, again, One and Only, they're a vegan company. And then I have been using Joico for the past while, but I think I am going to switch to Arctic Fox. That's a new one on the market that's beautiful colors. Apparently they last forever, and again, vegan as well. But it's a long process. Like, people are like, your hair is so nice. I'm like, trust me, I'm very committed to it. like I will treat it, and I will just sit around at night with my hair up with a treatment in it, reading a book, and I don't know, it's an obsession. I don't know. Something wrong with me.
Not at all. That's it. Thank you so very much for your time, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes, of course. I hope to see you sooner than 2 years, like
Exactly.
the last wait. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.